Hello children, how are you all? This is Shikha Shrivas and today I am here to teach you lesson number 7 of our English literature, The Foolish Donkey. Okay? And as you know that before starting the lesson, I always tell you to keep your books in front of you. So you all have to keep your books in front of you so that it is easy for you to understand the lesson. Okay? I hope that you all are ready with your books. Now before we start with the lesson, I would like to discuss some difficult words, their spellings and their pronunciation. Okay? So as you can see that I have written all the difficult words mentioned in the lesson. And one by one, we are going to spell these words, yes? And when I spell these words, you have to pronounce these words after me, okay? So what is the, yes, first of all, what is the name of our lesson? The name of our lesson is lesson number 7, The Foolish Donkey, okay? And we are doing the difficult words of this lesson, okay? The first word is M-E-R-C-H-A-N-T, merchant, merchant. The second word is L-O-A-D-I-N-G, loading, loading. Next is V-I-L-L-A-G-E, village, village. It is not village, it is village. A-C-R-O-S-S, across, across. The next word is S-T-R-E-A-M, stream, stream. Then we have S-L-I-P-P-E-D, slipped, slipped. Next word is D-I-S-S-O-L-V-E-D, dissolved, dissolved. Then we have B-U-R-D-E-N, burden, burden. Then you have R-E, that is V-I-S-I-T-E-D, visited, revisited, revisited, okay? Then we have K-N-O-W-I-N-G-L-Y, knowingly, knowingly. Then we have H-E-A-R-T-I-L-Y, heartily, heartily. B-E-A-S-T, beast, beast. B-A-L-E-S, bales, bales. S-U-D-D-E-N-L-Y, suddenly, suddenly. Then we have S-H-A-L-L-O-W, shallow, shallow. D-I-F-F-I-C-U-L-T-Y, difficulty, difficulty. And the last word is R-E-A-L-I-S-E-D, realized, realized. I hope all these words are clear to you, their spellings and their pronunciation. Yes? Now, after this, I would like to discuss some of the word meanings, okay? The words which are new to you to understand, okay? So, just look into the book. The first word is salt merchant. Now, what do you mean by salt merchant? Salt merchant means a person who sells salt or deals in salt or is a trader of salt. Yes, that person is called as salt merchant. Then we have the word stream, S-T-R-E-A-M, stream. What is stream? Stream is a small river. Okay, that is called as a stream. Then you have slipped. What do you mean by slipped? Sometimes you slip, yes? What do you mean by slip? Slip means to slide, yes, and fall accidentally. Yes, that is called as slipped. Then you have dissolved. D-I-S-S-O-L-V-E-D, dissolved. What do you mean by dissolved? Dissolved means to melt, yes? When you put salt or sugar into water, what happens? It dissolves, it melts in water, yes? Then you have burden. What do you mean by burden? Burden means something that is heavy, yes? Something that is heavy to carry, yes? Difficult to carry, that is called as burden. Then you have revisited. What do you mean by visit? Visit means to go and see some place. Yes? So revisited means went again to that place. Yes, that is to go and see that place again. That is called as revisited. Okay? Then you have knowingly. Knowingly. What is the meaning of knowingly? Deliberately. Yes? Something that you do deliberately, that is called as knowingly. Then you have beast. B-E-A-S-T, beast. What is the meaning of beast? Beast means an animal, and especially a large animal. That is called as beast. Okay? Then you have another word, that is bales. B-A-L-E-S, bales. What do you mean by bales? Here it is given, bales of cotton. Bales means you can say a bundle of cotton. Okay, bundle or bunch. That is called as bales. Then you have shallow. What do you mean by shallow? Shallow means something that is not deep. Yes? A shallow river means that is not deep. I hope the word meanings are clear to you. Now let's begin with the lesson. Now what is the name of our lesson, girls? It is the foolish donkey. The name itself tells us that here the donkey is very foolish. Yes, you all have seen a donkey. Yes, it's an animal that is used to carry loads. Yes. So now let's read the lesson, and you will keep your fingers where I am reading. Okay, I'll read the lines and I'll explain you the lesson simultaneously. Okay. Long, long ago, there was a salt merchant. He used to sell his salt from town to town and village to village, loading it on the back of his donkey. So, long time ago, there was a salt merchant. I already told you the meaning of salt merchant, the person who sells salt. So, there was a salt merchant, and he used to sell salt, okay, from one town to the other and from one village to the other, and he used to take his donkey along with him, and on his donkey he used to load the salt on both his sides. Okay. One day he was going to a village across a stream to sell his salt. The donkey was loaded with 2 big bags of salt hanging on both sides of his back. So one day he was going to sell his salt, and he was going to a village, okay, and it was across a stream. Yes, so when he wanted to go to that village, there was a stream before that, so he had to cross the stream and then reach the village. So he loaded the salt on both sides on the back of his donkey, and he started his journey. Okay. As they were traveling, on their way, they had to cross a stream. Now, I already told you that when they were going to this village, they had to cross a stream. Stream is a small river. There was a small river on the way, and to reach that village, they had to cross that stream. Okay? The stream was full of smooth, big round stones. The donkey, by chance, slipped and fell into the water and lay down for a while. Now what happened? The stream was full of smooth, big round stones. So there were stones in that, big stones, but they were smooth, smooth stones were there in that stream. And what happened? By chance, the donkey, when they reached, they were about to cross the stream. So what happened? The donkey slipped, yes, and fell into the water of the stream, and he lay down there, okay, for a while. Much of the salt was soon dissolved, and the donkey felt far less weight and burden. So what happened? Now, as this donkey was carrying the salt, yes, salt on his back. So what happened? As soon as he fell into the water, along with him, the salt also fell into the water. And you know that when we mix the salt into water, what happens? The salt dissolves. So much of the salt was dissolved in water. And what happened? When the salt got dissolved in the water, the bags became lighter. Yes, his burden became less. So the donkey was feeling very relaxed. Yes. Come to the next paragraph. The next time, when the salt merchant revisited the village, the donkey repeated the trick while crossing the stream. Now, next time, again the salt merchant, he loaded his donkey with the loads, and again they were crossing the stream. Yes? So, while crossing, when they revisited the village, what happened? Again the donkey repeated the same thing. He laid down there and he repeated the trick. Yes, actually he was playing a trick with his master. He did it knowingly. He did it knowingly means deliberately he did that. Yes, he was knowing what he was doing with his master. He was trying to cheat his master. Yes, he was trying to play a trick on his master. It made the salt merchant angry, and he heartily gave a few kicks to the beast and decided to teach it a lesson. So, what happened? When the salt merchant saw that why this donkey is repeating this thing again and again, the last time also when we crossed the stream, when we were crossing the stream, that time also this donkey slipped and much of my salt was lost and I suffered a great loss because of him. And again today he did the same thing. So the master became very angry. Yes, he became angry on the donkey, and he understood that this donkey is doing this thing deliberately. He's doing it knowingly. So he decided to teach the donkey a lesson. So he gave a good kick to the beast. Beast means donkey, this animal. He gave a few kicks to the beast and decided to teach him a lesson. Now what happened? The following day, he loaded the donkey with 2 big bales of cotton. Now see the third paragraph. The following day, he loaded the donkey with 2 big bales of cotton. Now what happened? The next day, what did he do? The master was intelligent. He understood the trick of the donkey, that knowingly he was doing this to lessen his burden, to reduce his burden. He is doing this thing to his master. So now the master was also intelligent. He tried to teach him a lesson. And what happened? The next day, he loaded the donkey with 2 big bales of cotton on both sides of his back. Bales, I already told you what is the meaning of bales. Bundle of cotton. So 2 big bundles of cotton he loaded on both sides of the donkey and set out for the same village. So he again went to the same village. The donkey, as usual, repeated the trick in the middle of the stream. Now what happened? Again, the donkey had a mindset that he has to do the same thing today also to reduce his burden. Okay, so today also he did the same thing. He just stopped there when the stream came. In the middle of the stream, he fell down. He tried to slip into the water and lay down there. So what happened? Suddenly he sat down in the shallow stream. Now, in the shallow means where the water was not much. It was not a deep river. It was not a deep stream. So there he just sat down. The cotton bales absorbed a lot of water and became very heavy. Yes. So what happened? Suddenly what happened? The cotton bales, they absorbed lot of water. You know that cotton, when you soak the cotton in the water, what happens? It absorbs all the water and it becomes heavy. So the donkey was carrying 2 big bales of cotton on both sides of his back, and when he sat down, what happened? The cotton got dipped into the water and it soaked a lot of water. Yes, it absorbed a lot of water, and so it became very heavy. So the burden on the back of the donkey became much more than before. The donkey could rise with much difficulty and found the load too heavy to carry. Now this time his trick didn't work. He thought to play the trick again on his master, but this time he couldn't play a trick on his master. Yes, so what happened? Because the load was much more heavier than before, so this time he couldn't get up also. With great difficulty he could get up, and the load was too heavy to carry. The angry merchant shouted at the donkey and beat him with his stick. So what happened? Now this time, already this merchant was very angry with his donkey. So he shouted at his donkey and he beat him with the stick. The donkey soon realized his mistake and decided never to play tricks on his master again. So what happened? Now soon donkey also realized that now my trick is not going to work, and my master is also intelligent. He has understood what are my intentions. Yes, so then he decided never to play any kind of tricks on his master. Yes, so this was the lesson. I hope the lesson is clear to you all. Now what you have to do, children, you also have to read this lesson at least twice. Yes, and already I have explained you the difficult words. Yes, we have discussed. So wherever you find problem in pronunciation, you can just pause the video, see the pronunciation and pronounce those words correctly. Okay. Now let's come to the next page. Children, here we have question answers. Now on the basis of the understanding of the lesson, I will discuss the question answers with you. Okay. So the first question is, what was the salt merchant's job? Now what was the salt merchant's job? What he used to do? He used to sell salt. Yes, the salt merchant used to sell salt from one town to other and from one village to other. Yes, this was his job. The second question is, how did the merchant carry the salt to different places? Now, how did the merchant carry the salt to different places? What have we learnt in the story? Yes, he carried the salt to different places with the help of his donkey. Yes, he used to carry the load with the help of the donkey. Yes, he used to load the donkey with the loads on both sides of his back. Then we have the third question. What was on their way? Now when they used to go to sell, when this merchant used to go to sell the salt, so what was there on the way? So there was a stream. Yes, there was a small stream on the way. They had to cross the stream and then they could reach the village. What did the donkey do? So what did the donkey do? He slipped and fell into the water and lay down for a while. Yes, in the middle of the stream. The next question is, what did the merchant finally keep on the donkey's back? So finally, what did the merchant keep on donkey's back? He kept 2 big bales of cotton on his back. Yes. Next question, what did the donkey do in the middle of the stream? So in the middle of the stream, what did the donkey do? He sat down in the shallow stream. Yes. Then we have the last question, what lesson do we learn? Now what lesson do we learn from the story? This question I'm not going to tell you, means I'll just give you the answer in the WhatsApp group, but this you have to think, children, because we have read the story, I have explained you the story. Now on the basis of the understanding of the story, you should know that what lesson did you learn from the story. Okay, so think it. We'll discuss it in the next video, and I'll give you the question answers and the other copy work in your WhatsApp group. So children, I hope that the whole lesson, the foolish donkey, is clear to you. Okay, so thank you children. God bless you. Take care.